This is a Golden Age crime comic book called All Famous Crime. It's number 9. It's actually number 2. They had weird numbering systems back in the Golden Age of comic books. Even though it says number 9, it's actually the second issue. It's kind of weird. They started the numbering a weird way. It's a cool little cover. Jailbreak. Well, this issue is actually, that's L.B. Cole, famous Golden Age artist, cover. Well, this issue is interesting because there's a funny ad in here for some kind of crap. Women's clothing. Well, this is a famous issue because it's one of the comic books that was featured in Seduction of the Innocent, which was a anti-comic book propaganda book written by a psychiatrist named Frederick Wortham. The thesis of the book was that comic books lead to juvenile delinquency. And that's why they came up with the comics code later. They put a lot of these publishers out of business because they didn't want kids reading all this stuff. Which a lot of adults were reading comic books. They never brought that up, but we'll see if we'll find the... This is supposed to be a story about somebody who's killing lovers in couples in Lover's Lane. This is what they had in the Seduction of the Innocent book. A robbery going on here. Shot this guy. The edges are kind of torn up on this comic. I like that green suit the guy's wearing. Lousy cop. Oh! Sentenced to be executed. The old man was blind and deaf. Murder with a conscience. The Forger. It's a written story. If you want to read it, use your pause button. I'll film the whole all the text here. Somebody's calling me. I'll have to answer it later. Don't want to stop my filming of this comic.
What's up? It's just me. I'm gonna get me beer and fucking clean my apartment, wash my clothes, do all that good stuff. So if you want to give me a call, I'll be doing that. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Got a message there on tape video. Well, this has got some kind of thing you're supposed to solve. You turn it upside down. It's got the answer here. Madman of murder. Got a lot of dialogue in this thing. use your pause button here and read this thing. That's what I'm planning on doing because I hadn't read it. This is another. All these comics that I'm filming, I've sold these. So I wanted to film them to keep a record of them just for the heck of it. And if somebody else out there enjoys them, that's cool too. There's a lot of dialogue in this comic, actually. They never have the bad guys get away with anything in these comic books. Usually, they don't want to send the wrong message back in those days. The bad guys always the old crime doesn't pay routine in all these stories. It's not like Goodfellas or something where the bad guys get away with everything. Well, they didn't really get away with anything either, but you know what I mean. It's easy to win her when you know how. You know how to pick up girls. $0.98. Robbery with interest. Another one of those famous written stories. Oh shit, excuse me. Crimson Killer. That looks pretty cool. Telltale tattoo. Looks like a nice dive bar here. Dive bar scene. Boogie Woogie. Dead girl, huh? Now this is the panel that was used in Seduction of the Innocent with the line the perversion or the desire to kill couples in Lover's Lane is not an uncommon perversion. That was the line, that picture. Which I don't know, that stupid book really is. Just because you're portraying a crime in a comic book doesn't mean you're promoting it. Kind of stupid. Got a lot of dialogue in here. Look at all that dialogue. The modern comic books, they have a bunch of superheroes fighting each other and they got to say about 2 words to each other. It's a cool little camera. You get all the good, you can get up close detail, all this small comic book lettering. It's called a Kodak ZI-8. Relatively cheap little camera. Anybody out there who, if you want to do some up close detailed video, this is pretty good. It's got different settings. But that writing is pretty small. Look at my thumbnail next to it, how small that writing is. If you, without a camera like, some of my older videos, I didn't capture all the dialogue, just the photos. So I like this camera a lot better. I wish I had it from the very beginning when I was filming these. Wow, look at all that dialogue. We need smell-o-vision. I love the smell of these old comic books. Lipstick Slayer sought. They got an ad in the back for some bullshit. Watches. Knife. Weather rose. Engagement wedding set from the back of a comic book. That'll really win you over. Reduce your waistline up to 3 to 4 inches. New French figure. There's all kinds of stuff in the back of these old comics. Oh, I need this. Save your hair. Hair destroying germs. Yeah, germs is what caused you to go bald. Yeah, that was very scientifically accurate. Cool cover. Famous LB Cole. That's it.